Welcome everybody to Onward VRML Season 13, Week number 4. I'm your host Jamie, bringing you a NA game today. Usually I would be out here casting the EU side, but thought I'd give some love over to the NA and see how you guys do. So, big shout out to everyone in the chat tonight. How's it going? Thank you all for dropping by. And so bringing you SirenSnails and Legacy. Legacy, the majority of the players I do recognize it being Snakebite and Sickness, and a couple of the members there. SirenSnails, not too au fait with personally, so we're going to be going on a little bit of a journey tonight as to finding out about these teams, or at least for me. So maybe you guys in chat can certainly help me out with anything that you know, any tippets you know that you've seen, or just anything like that. So first map coming out is going to be Bazaar. Good map to start with for any side, really. You know, middle of the road, get to test your opponent out and see how they're going to be performing tonight, really. And I think it's a good warm-up map as well. Most of the objectives are pretty kind of Volk favored, maybe, minus Coyote and any objective like that. So I guess what we'll do is go into the bans early on here, get them done and out the way. So first ban coming in from SirenSnails will be Quarantine, and Legacy going to be banning Snow Peak. So two pretty big maps off the tables, and I must say two of my favorite maps as well. Like, both of them definitely number one each. Joint first, gotta love them, haven't you? Really get a good sniper, or I don't know, just good long range shots. So if we take a quick look at the scoreboard, because that's always a fun thing to do, and just see how these teams do pan out on this map. So Bazaar being SirenSnails' pick, they have played it 11 times, won it 7. The only other map they've played as much would be Subway, and they've won it 10 times, so potentially with them being home, we could see them take that for the third map. Not banned. And Legacy having played this 11 times also, and won it 7, so expecting a even kind of map here, and we'll just see how they do take it. The first objective going to be the Northwest. Again, it's one that is definitely, I guess, more Volk favored in my opinion, as you can just hold a nice line and just keep an eye out for any movement, pick off any Marsoc as they try and cross the road. So we'll just do a quick shout out to folk in the chat. The Faux Fox is dropping by. Absent-minded Professor, good to see you. Operator Fishhead VR, good to have you with us. War Within, always a pleasure. And we've got Shibnia. Sorry if I've butchered that name. It does look like there is only 4 still for Legacy. Face of it, I think there's going to be a little bit of a delay for that member coming in. Always a good start. So, what we'll do, we'll go into a quick intermission, I guess. Hate doing that this early on, and then as soon as that member does arrive, we will get the game going. So catch you all very shortly. Welcome on back. So we do have the 5th, Sickness DB making an appearance for Legacy, Resident Captain, and we will take a quick look at the sides whilst this team do get into it. E. Hansen 08, Allegory Corey, Downpour, OKM Blue, and Cami Arian. Aaron, we'll go Cami. Playing for SirenSnails and Snakebite, Maverick, Yorp, Mao, and Sickness for Legacy. So SirenSnails, I think we've given the south spawn. So they are opting to not use that quick spawn and rotate around in the east and see what they can see. Sickness DB covering this south. Going to be a little bit exposed for anyone coming around on the back there. If OKM Blue does decide to peek that on this cross, he may get an early glimpse, but you can see that yellow laser coming through now. Sickness does have a line of sight onto these boxes, and OKM Blue won't spot him until the last second. You got at least a couple meters there where he's going to get around out in the open. Whilst he does set himself up, we will go, and just as I do that, every time, that is a caster curse. So Sickness DB did spot the movement, as I kind of predicted, and was able to find an easy pick there, as OKM Blue went into the open. Maverick going to spot Allegory Corey, gets one. Cami
Echo 4, Fox 5.
slowly pushing on the North Road also. It's just a very slight line of sight there. He's playing it really well, not really giving much away in terms of his body, but able to get the kills, and very nicely does get a double kill there. Europe getting the Downpour 11. And like that, SirenSnails are down to 1. E. Hansen. I am butchering these names tonight. There's most definitely going to be somewhat of a tall order to be able to get across here. We've got Snakebite covering the main street there. Got Maverick in his position, and Mao also covering the south side of this courtyard. Going to take some very quick shots to get across that street. Snakebite reacting to those footsteps. Should be able to call this out to the rest of his team very shortly. And with 2 minutes 30 remaining on the clock, E. Hansen does need to make an approach here and start racking up some kills. There's only so many times you're going to be able to rotate, and you don't want to lose that opportunity before you even begin, really.
One is in the court directly across.
And Legacy talking to each other quite a lot. I've worked out that there's only one player left. E. Hansen trying to push out, but Maverick's position just too strong. Does get the kill, and Legacy take the first point for map number 1. Okay, so 1 minute 45 remaining on the clock. One thing we do have a debate about more often than not is the speed at which NA play versus the speed at which EU play. And at the moment, I'm seeing similarities. Don't tell me NA have slowed down. I came here looking for nice, fast-paced action. Do not disappoint me. Nor the viewers at home. Legacy holding up a very good defense there, and SirenSnails just not able to get close to the objective. Just angles of movement. Angles of movement? That's not even, doesn't really make sense, but you know, moving across the streets certainly was made to be somewhat impossible, as Legacy's position is just too good for this. So SirenSnails going to offer up a similar defense, I imagine. You know, the thing with this objective, like I said, if you can just hold some of the streets, then it just makes Marsoc's objective or job that much harder. We won't have long to wait to see how SirenSnails are going to, how Legacy are going to attack this, sorry. As round number 2 going to begin now.
Give up, give up.
A little bit of a full start there. Can see some C4 though. That's always a good day. Seemed like somebody maybe didn't load in there, or possibly a weapon. So we'll do a quick round reset. Hopefully bring the game back to you very quick. So round number 2 actually starting for you guys now. And SirenSnails on the defense. See how they decide to lock down the street and stop Legacy from being able to push in. Legacy being given the tank spawn, so anyone pushing on the east gonna get there a lot quicker and be able to cover that north road much sooner. So would have difficulty in trying to push up. But okay, and Blue not finding any difficulty firing into the south. Does take out a member of Legacy there behind the motel. Very nice shot. Downpour with a nice long range kill over onto Maverick, and Kamiarian trying to pop around here to see what he can see. Mal getting a pick of his own onto OK and Blue. Does open up this western courtyard approach. Kamiarian sees this movement and now got to cover here. Bulk defense very split at the moment. 3 members of Marsoc attacking. See these smokes, such good smokes, but not good enough. Sickness does get picked off in the back there. Yup gets a kill himself, but E. Hansen is completely covered by this smoke. That position not going to be useful at the moment, and Allegory Corey spots Mao trying to make his cross from the southwest. And like that, same in the last round, we go down to the final member of Legacy, the final member of Marsoc. Trying to push in. This north road looking a lot safer than it did for SirenSnails, though. You're reading the situation really well, but it does have a lot of open ground to cover to cross here, and we have seen a laser already poke through that wall, well, the gap in the wall. There's another one. You really got to time this right now. Makes the cross. That's going to be probably key here. Now the question is how silent he can remain. Could probably get a kill or two from the back there, but Allegory Corey is making his way around. Seems like he's kind of anticipating potentially somebody got to be pushing around in the north, and I guess when you've been waiting this long, it's probably the only answer. Yup gets the first one and confirms it. That's going to be important. So now this crossing the road completely open. E. Hansen and Allegory Corey got to work together now to just cover the next remaining push, but they don't read the situation right. The cap definitely could come out. This is a very capable objective. And with 2 minutes remaining, Yorp has so much time. That's something you very rarely get in Onward this time. Oh, Hansen spots some movement, gets back into cover. Can just see that line of sight, or that angle there, it's just so tight. 1 minute 45 remaining. York can definitely wait it out here and see who can hold their position long as Hansen getting peaky, and that's what you want to be doing, but it doesn't matter as they did get the trade. So, SirenSnails going to get a point back themselves. So, if this is the way that it's going to go, this could go to a round 7 decider. SirenSnails and Legacy just batting back and forth with these kills at the moment. Everyone in that round for SirenSnails did get a single kill each. So everyone doing their bit. And just like that, we will also change objective. Anyone in the chat who is kind of new to the scene, or probably not really watch, but yeah, the objective does change after every 2 rounds. So you attack and then defend, and then the objective change. So we do move over into the south here, and this one's again kind of very Volt favored. Just got to hold down the east and west, and then have a couple on the objective, and for the most part, it should be okay. We will see very shortly how Legacy decide to defend this. We definitely won't be waiting all too long as the countdown has gone. So round number 3 coming at you right now. So a very standard push, which we are seeing here. Two or three in the east, and then you'll have 2 or 3 go in the west. Possibly 1 through the main bazaar and 1 go west. But for the most part, people tend to prefer this eastern push. Mao definitely expecting 1. Tries to get the shots, can't quite land them, and got to retreat. He pokes around here. He's most certainly going to get shot.
No, they're here.
Can hear the call out there from Sickness. You know, play for so long, you can pretty much read how people are going to take this. Allegory Corey getting the first kill here. Sickness desperately trying to fight two members there. Not going to win that battle, unfortunately.
Stay safe.
Tries to get the flash there, but just couldn't quite push around the tank and get safe. Downpour getting a nice shot onto him. Mao hearing all this, though. Going to try and get that. Yup, goes down also. Legacy down to 2 at the moment. Objective, for the most part, is pretty open. If Mao doesn't move back and Maverick goes down, then SirenSnails could start this out with a cap. And there's the call out. There's only 2 of you left. The smoke coming out. Here comes Cammy. They're going to try their approach here. Maverick goes down, and Mao is off the objective. The cap certainly could come now. They have an accurate kill counter. No Mao's over there. He's made noise. Downpour definitely should know. It doesn't seem like they've got that kill count. This is crucial right now. Mao goes down. SirenSnails give up getting 2 points. They'll only get 1. Mao is coming back in now. Got to get that tablet out and know that code. Got to be quick at doing it. Probably got about 3-4 seconds before he comes in, and there it is. That was a very, very fast cap. Let's just quickly catch that. Let's see. So count from now. 1, 2 seconds. Very nice. Cammy Aaron getting that cap there in a very, very fast time. Well, certainly has got to put you out there feeling good about the game, you know. Just go into your defense now. As long as you can hold it, then you know, you can sail through into that second map already. Thank you everyone for stopping by tonight. Good to see more of you and the different viewers, I guess, than what I would usually see in my daytime casts. So, Faux Fox still here and cheering. Steve James Tim, how's it going? And Light Skin popping by. Ponos Cat, good to see you also. Know you frequent many different streams. And the key thing now for Legacy, gotta shake off that cap and potentially even get a revenge cap. You know, just put a stop to any momentum before it even begins, really. With SirenSnails gonna be riding high on that right now. And there's Hansen there, not wanting to get shot. So it does look like Legacy going to get the Western spawn. I mean, definitely for this one, I'm more of a fan of the East. So it does look like we are going to see a pretty fast play here. Snakebite, unfortunately, does take out Sickness, and he's going to be feeling that. Sickness going to be pretty miffed, but at the moment it doesn't really matter. Member of SirenSnails did go down also. Okay, and Blue trying to get the kill, does get the kill there, and Downpour takes out Yup. 2 members down very quickly. This attack coming in. Mao at the very top there, going to be the next one to try and assault the objective. For the most part, it is pretty open, but E. Hansen does get the kill.
-1.
Nice defense there to be able to get a clean shot into the back of that doorway. That onward timing always gets you at the worst moment. And we do go down to a single member of Legacy now to attack the objective. And unless Maverick can clutch this, SirenSnails are looking to potentially take the first map Maverick's position has been spotted now. Johansson been deadly so far. Gonna be looking for the kill. Downpour trying to get the shot. Does get the drop shot. And just like that, SirenSnails take the first map in an astounding fashion. 4, well, 3 if you want to look at it, but uncontested rounds. I left the overlay up. Sorry. Gotta be one. There's always one. We'll just gloss over that. Yeah, sorry about that. It's the curse of the caster when you're sitting there and not quite sure what in here. Everyone's just left the lobby, but sitting there doing everything and then you know. Hey. Okay, so right, seems like there is going to be a rehost, so I'm going to jump into a very short intermission and hopefully bring it back and not leave it on that and just cast on my own. So catch you guys very soon. So we will bring it back now as the lobby has been rehosted and everyone is nearly here. We are just one. We are just one player off, and there's Sickness now. So, Downfall being the second map, and I think I predicted that when we were talking maps at the start. It was Legacy's most played map, so it's either this or Suburbia. By the looks of it, Suburbia is a good map for them as well, but this one's better. Yeah. First objective coming out tonight for Downfall, going to be the bungalow objective, the heli bungalow one. And if SirenSnails can go through on this Downfall with just vault rounds, it could take the series. But we will see. Okay, so E. Hansen making a bit of a deadly run there. Very exposed. If anyone tries to make the quick shots from up there, Snakebite definitely going to try.
One running up to mid.
Able to get the call outs through all that movement, and Jaws, Jaws moves around at the back there. So does actually miss the movement from E. Hansen. York hears and sees the movement from OK and Blue, and he gets taken out, and he is out. But Sickness DB is only down. The revive certainly can come out from Snakebite there. And Legacy start things out with a kill, and that means there is only going to be 4 players left. Downpour covering that Southern Valley, gets a kill on Yorp on his way through there, evening things out. Thing with Downfall is it's just a war of attrition. You've got to be watching windows. You've got to be looking in through everything, really. And the important thing is calling things out to your teammates.
Where you say is that? You see the lower dumpster on charts. I'm gonna rotate north.
Does look like Sickness was able to get a pick over onto E. Hansen. SirenSnails slowly getting picked off now. This is not a position you really want to be in. Legacy systematically just moving down, taking people out. The problem with this objective is if everyone on the objective does get taken out and you're left with mid-hotel and North HQ, cap will definitely come out. We saw a 2-second cap in that last one. Cami Aaron finds or spots Sickness DB moving around there, laid down to the ground.
Confirmed. Smokes, probably somebody's crossing the lower red.
Good call out there. Allegory Corey probably wouldn't have seen that, so he's going to be alerted to the fact that the push is coming in from this side, but Maverick with a nice long-range shot there. Does look like he's using the 12x. Starts to open things up for this push now. I think for the most part, the objective is wide open. Cami Aaron spots Mao trying to make a dash for the objective. Just come down to Snakebite trying to push in. Doesn't quite see Downpour moving there. We can see it, but he didn't. Does look like he took Sickness's weapon. It's an interesting play. But hearing all that commotion, able to take one out, and it does come down to Maverick with the 12x. So 2 minutes remaining. This is probably going to be a bit of a long round here. Going to be able to try and get the shots. Can't quite hit Cammy. So if SirenSnails just duck in, they will take this on time. There we are, coming down to the final minute now. We're not having a kill yet. This approach is looking a little bit dicey. Don't want to be making a mad dash in the last 30 seconds, because once that beeper goes, they are watching and waiting, whereas need to move with the group, and SirenSnails are going to take their first point for map number 2. Legacy going to have to really work to try and get that Morsot win. That is crucial when you do pick this map. You've got to be confident that you're going to be able to get that. Does look like there's a bit of planning going on, just a little bit. And as I say that, the round does start. So maybe we just need to complain. Rio was putting up predictions there for you lovely people as you watched that first round. So, yeah, good luck on those predictions. Legacy now on the defense. Gotta hold this down. SirenSnails going to be looking to get another victory and take this to Legacy.
Oh, shot sounds like from center. Shot sounded like from center, but unsure. A terrible thing to say, but
Hey, any call-out's better than no call-out.
Or possibly that South Brothel.
As long as it's not like a completely incorrect call-out, you know. You don't want to be saying like, oh yeah, lane 1's clear, but there's really like 4 people there. So the south approach coming around here. It was a tough one for this. I mean, the objective is pretty far away, so you're going to get the least resistance here. Sickness DB with a nice kill onto Downpour. And go back to watching the south. Downfall rounds certainly do always take the longest. It's one of the longest maps. There's just so much you've got to be checking. You can see the lasers constantly scanning areas, and there's just so much of it to check. I mean, even after 6 years, you still, you got to be, you know, yeah, no. Certainly wouldn't be my map of choice, but hey ho. Oh, Signal's able to get a nice quick snapshot there onto E. Hansen as she's moving across there. Cammy left all alone. Gotta make this cross, but the lasers, they're there. They're always there. Opts to use the M203 smoke there. Not quite long enough, well, close enough for Sickness not to be able to spot this. Isn't watching, though. Does look like he's about to come into a little battle of his own.
He's already moved. He noob tubed.
Legacy's still up with 5 players. SirenSnails who are 3 currently. And the pushes are going to be difficult with only 3. Okay, and Blue with a very nice pick, and he is somewhat close to the objective. Tried to make a run for the objective, couldn't quite get there in time. Sneak back quick enough, and Allegory Corey gonna get taken out by Sickness DB, as he did take out Snakebite. Gets that confirmed, and
wide open.
Legacy completely down. SirenSnails were down, and yep, Phantom Member does get taken out. Legacy get that first point for map number 2, and they go back on the attack now. When we did come into this map, we talked about the amounts of times that these teams have played this. And Legacy have played it 15 times, won it 10. Yeah, SirenSnails played it 4, won it 3, so they've got a pretty good win ratio, I guess. 75%. But Legacy sitting there on about 63, would it be? 10 out of 15? Yeah, so it's gonna be about 63. No, 66. Some math buffing in the chat. Let me know. I was never good with math. Good to see you guys still chatting and discussing who you think is going to win this. Certainly is a close one for this downfall game. Round number 3 now coming at you. Legacy on the attack, and they have got to make it. They've got to make their way all the way to the north. Well, to the east, like northeast. Very tough one to do. As Volk also very close and can get into some pretty good positions to be able to just cover any approaches. Good shots coming out from Maverick, not quite going to land anywhere though. Downpour going to get the first kill for this round, and Snakebite going to be the one who goes down. Oh, does have a good angle here. Downpour just peeks that window. Will find himself getting shot at. If anything, the best thing he can do really is act as a distraction. We can see Sickness slowly crawling here, going to come under the nose of Cammy. He stays low enough, he could make it all the way to the objective, or at least get close. I mean, he's going to have a bit of an issue with Allegory Corey. Cammy finding the kill onto Yorp. Sickness does have a bit of a tough debate here. Does he go for the kill, or do you just keep going? It's a very, very risky play, and if it pays off, you're gonna feel good about that one. Maverick is out in the open if OKM Blue does just peek around that tank, and he has given away his position. Cammy the one going to see him, though, and Allegory Corey, as I said, watching that angle, will take out Sickness. SirenSnails take their second point for map number 2. Yeah, it's a tough one when you're not getting the kills on Downfall. You've got to be getting those kills before you start those movements. And there's always the problem on this map. Sometimes one in like every 50 attempts of just sending someone in may make it. But yeah, got to get those picks. Or at least the smokes just cause a bit of commotion somewhere. But never mind, so SirenSnails are now on the attack here, and a quick look at the scores. Mao sitting on, well, waiting to get on the scoreboard yet, and Yup with a kill, Snakebite with a kill, Maverick with 2 kills, and Sickness DB with 4 kills. And we're going to see E. Hansen waiting to get on the board also, with Downpour and Allegory Corey having 3 kills and 2 kills, OKM Blue having 2 kills, and Cammy Aaron having 5. The main thing the Legacy really need to watch here, though, is if SirenSnails do manage to get in for the cap, they will take this second map relatively quick. They are 2 points ahead. The cap will give them 2 points. That'll give them the 4 they need, and then we will go into their map pick. So Legacy really need to get this defense right and not let them in, as they have already capped once tonight.
Ah, you're good.
He's just messing with you.
Just
That's
play,
a lot
play your
of
game.
different numbers.
Okay, I'm Blue with the first kill onto Snakebite. Going to be a crucial pick, that is. Was in a pretty good spot on the objective, so that does leave it open eventually. You're finding the shot though onto OKM Blue. Gonna put a stop to his aggression and evens things out. Both these teams now with 4 players. Got some very interesting spots. We have Maverick here just waiting on that very late angle. Guess at that point when a Vault member, Mossad does try and make it here, they're not going to really probably check there. So he may get one, or get a couple by surprise. Sickness DB with a nice long-range shot. It's certainly a risky movement considering you're on Vault.
So that's Echo 3.
Very, very far away from the objective. Now getting E. Hansen.
Echo 2 by Upper Red.
SirenSnails team 1 by 1, very slowly getting picked off. They've really got to reassess how they're approaching this at the moment. More gunshots from Sickness over in the hills. They can identify that and try and work a plan here to just get the kills around the objective. Then he is not going to be able to rotate in time. Oh, finding the 4th kill tonight. Oh, for this round. Allegory Corey going down. All rests now on Kami. He's coming from the hills, gone for that long rotation. Could catch Sickness by surprise here. But the only issue he's going to have is getting back down without being out in the open. He's going to be somewhat exposed here. So there's the first pit. 3 now down. Oh, 3 left to go, should I say. He was talking to himself, so I don't think he's actually aware that he's the last member. Yeah, there's the click. Ammo's certainly going to be slowly running out. Maybe he could resupply on Sickness's dead body and use his gun. We have got the M203 available at the moment. Very nice shot. Only down, but still a very nice long-range shot. Use that player as bait. Kami is not giving this round up without a fight right now. So remember the code. The revive has come out, unfortunately. So it is going to make his task just a little bit harder. The black smoke coming out there from the M203, and like I predicted, is out in the open. Gets spotted by Mao and taken out, and Legacy get their 2nd point. Looking now where if they can get this cap, get the second map in, and then go into the 3rd map with the chance to take the series. So shout out to Operator Fishhead VR. Thank you very much for joining in. And Lambowski, good to see you, man. Never see you on me, you cast. Is this what it takes? Cast NA at like 2 AM? 3 AM? The NA side certainly not disappointing tonight. This downfall in that bazaar, certainly a lot of back and forth. I know the points don't quite reflect that, but the cap certainly gave SirenSnails that boost. But I do think Legacy probably just warming up a little bit on there, and had it been the 3rd map, maybe it would have went different. Who knows? And whilst I debate how rounds have been, the countdown's gone, so we shall take round number 5 now. Objective has changed, gone over to the upper dumpster.
Position. Sneak cap.
Anyone who's played for a long time will know that you can get some quick shots here, and if you just watch for anyone trying to go to a North HQ, it doesn't look like Legacy are going... Oh, yeah, there it is. Probably Maverick. It isn't. Sickness with the first kill onto Kami.
One tried to make lower dumpster.
It's going to certainly make the approach there on the West Road much easier. Very, very nice long-range shot, that is. A lot of pre-fire, but it's just not quite going to find his mark. Maverick, try and cover that. You're finding Allegory Corey as he moves over into the lower dumpster there. He knows that you've got to be on it. Gotta have somebody there, and okay, I'm blue getting the refrag there. Does seem like Maverick going to have to try and take out E. Hansen and make this push.
One more twins, move around behind the building.
Take a quick look on the map, though. Just spotted it. We are seeing a flank coming in from SirenSnails. This could be devastating. Legacy probably got about, I don't know, 20 to 30 seconds before that comes in. Saying on about the 4-minute marker, we are probably going to see that come to a head. Already some gunshots there. Mouse spots it though. Okay, I'm blue there. 4 minutes, 10 seconds. About 10 seconds out. But Mao gets taken out, and this flank now does start. Snakeback going to be the next one to fall foul of it. It's a very nice flank. But okay, Maverick does take out that flank, stops it where it began, but not before things get evened out, and we now have 2 attackers taking on 2 defenders. It looks like Sickness actually could be very close to the objective here, opting to go for the back cap. You can see the gunshots there. They are just trying to distract Downpour. Oh! Downpour has gone, and it is all down to E. Hansen. Legacy could potentially take their Marsot round, and we get a third map decided. And the other question is, will Sickness be able to take this underneath the nose of E. Hansen? Or is he just going straight for kills? It does look like he's going to go straight for kills, and the trade comes out. Legacy do take that Marsot round, and if they can hold this next defense, we will get that third map decided. So we are now going into the 6th round. Legacy looking like they potentially could close this out. It's always tough coming back from a 4-1 or, you know, even a 4-2, but Legacy definitely doing well to get that. SirenSnails on the attack now. They can get an attack just as good. They will definitely stay in this, and if not, they got to start planning for that third map. It will be their pick, though. So round number 6 is starting, and Legacy just gotta hold this now. SirenSnails going to be looking for that cap. If they do get that cap, then they will close this game out entirely. We'll play the third map, but it will just be for MMR. And the quick spawn certainly going to give them that advantage. Get here into mid-hotel and just watch the objective. 2 members being able to make it all the way to lower dumpster, though. Mao going to be the one to potentially spot this approach coming in now. York be the... also try and get some peaks. Mao is getting one. York finding one. Seen lots of trades at the moment. There is 1 down for the Legacy side, whereas they've got 3 up at the moment. And SirenSnails, 3 up still at the moment. Also, lots of smokes coming out. Okay, and Blue using this smoke for cover could actually make it onto the objective without being seen. Unfortunately, Mallow does peek at the right time, takes him out. Get left to the all the way to the back. Sickness DB doing a flank of his own.
Echo 4.
Read the situation well. He's been getting into these positions. Just needs to take Downpour and secure Legacy's second map, or well, their first map, which is map number 2.
On their side at lower red truck, so I have eyes on the middle approach to OBJ, but I cannot see West Street very well.
Downpour certainly got his work cut out for him in this moment. Got to take out Sickness on this flank and then try and approach. But if Sickness does just stay in that building, then there's probably not going to be a lot Downpour can do, really. Certainly is a clutch or kick kind of moment. Know what way I'd go. Like I say, Downpour really does need to try and work out a way to potentially take Sickness out. He is able to just watch straight in on the objective. If he can make his way round, though, potentially could make it into the objective kind of outbuilding and get the cap from inside before Sickness realizes that is the downside to these long-range plays. Whilst he certainly can get the flank in and maybe pick up a couple of kills, it hinders your ability to defend the objective in some ways. Two minutes now left on the clock. Downpour really got to start thinking about how he's going to approach this. Sickness also on the move. He got bored in his position. And without equipment or smokes, it's not the easiest. Sickness very shortly going to be on the back of Downpour. Gotta still be watching for this flank. Seems like he has possibly forgotten about it or just not that forced. Mouse seeing this movement does get the team kill. Oh, not what you want.
No, that was...
Yeah, Sickness was in a prime position. Another 10 seconds and he would have definitely been on that.
Cygnus. The fuck?
That is unfortunate. And that is the second time somebody has killed Sickness tonight, I think. Dude's just a bullet magnet. So if Downpour now can capitalize on that team kill, it's just Mao and Snakebite. 50 seconds remaining though. That beeper goes off. He's going to have to make a mad dash, and Volker waiting for that. They know that you've got to make that mad dash. And that does go off in the last 30 seconds. So it's going to probably be going now. There will be the beep. Mao hearing these footsteps. Just maybe. Gonna try to get the kill. Does get taken out by Downpour, and the smokes are now out. Snakebite out in the open. Able to get the kill. And give Legacy the second map, which means we do go into that third map decider. And what a surprise! Suburbia going to make an appearance. Of all the maps that you want to have your decider on, gotta be Suburbia, hasn't it, really? Like, as much as everyone complains that, you know, that you play a lot, it's still, people pick you. So Legacy not going down with our 5 at the moment. Currently on 5 points. SirenSnails on 6. So I think we potentially did go through the stats for this map, but in case we didn't, I'll go through it now. With SirenSnails, I've played this map 4 times and won it twice, whereas Legacy have played it 14 times and won it 8. So a very interesting pick, really, for SirenSnails. They've got to be feeling confident on this. And they are playing against, you know, a team of veterans, really. Say, Snakebite, Mao, Sickness, they've been around. They've earned the badges. It does look like round number 1 for map number 3 is going to start, and make sure you're watching, folks, because this is the decider. We are going to have a northern objective where we're going to approach. Certainly is one of the more difficult ones to take. Quick look on the map here, and we can see we're going to get 4 going along on lane on the playground, and then 1 going in lane 1. So pretty heavy assault, really, onto the objective. Main thing's just getting those picks. We see this map pretty much every cast. So many teams do like it. Maverick in a good position to be able to just cover along on lane 4. E. Hansen with the first kill onto York, but Maverick is going to find 2. Neymar doing well to successfully defend lane 2 and 1. Does give himself away though, so Allegory Corey going to be able to get the kill in it. And he got the trade. I'm facing that way. It does come down to E. Hansen trying to attack on Mao's position. This is the thing with Suburbia. There isn't really too many variations you can do on these objectives, at least in terms of defense. Attacks, I think you could probably maybe come up with some new stuff every now and then, but for the most part, it does come down to very similar stuff. You see it all the time. I think it just comes down to which team does that common stuff better. And Maverick, watching lane 4 like a hawk, does take out E-Hands, and Alexi going to take the first point for map number 3. So Legacy showing why they have won this map 8 times, taking that first round. The interesting thing is going to be, how do they attack this? You know, like I say, this is a team of veterans. There's even a spot that is named after Sickness because he used it so often. I know this spot here as Sickness. Anyone who's played for a while will know it probably the same. So, yeah. It's a position. So let's see how they do decide to attack. SirenSnails going to be on the defense, and let's not forget this is a map, a game decider. Both teams having won the a map apiece now. And a quick shout out to everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for staying for this long. Although it doesn't mean too long of a cast. I think we're just about on 1 hour 22, which is about average really. And we still have map number 3 to play. Good to see you dropping by there, Mobster. Kevin384403, how's it going? So it looks like the timer has just gone. So we will go into round number 2 for map number 3.
Worth losing a round over it. Although now we know they do.
Seems like there might have been a little bit of deliberation there regarding the pre-fire. It was good to know whether a team that you're going to be going against will pre-fire through a load of random bushes. Kind of puts a stop to most attacks, and Kamiaran going to be the first one to get a kill, whilst Maverick going to take out Downfall. Oh, very nice C4 from Cammy there. Reading the situation very well. It just seemed like it was near the car. Interesting.
Another.
This back and forth still going on in this third map. Seeing every time that one person gets a kill, another person gets a kill. But OK and Blue with the perfect positioning does take out 2 members of Legacy. And just like that, we're down to Snakebite having to attack this objective all alone. There's the first kill that Snakebite needed. Let's not forget the objective is by the red car, so a lane 1 approach certainly will work in his favor. Can't see that laser trained on his position though. There's only so many angles you can be pushing from. Good use of a smoke just to try and get that distraction, but unfortunately for Snakebite, Kamiaran is watching down that lane, will take him out. SirenSnails going to get their first point for map number 3. So the predictions should have gone up for the last round. And I'm interested to know how you've done so far on those predictions. You being right? I mean, that downfall was nearly 50-50. I think it swung in the way of SirenSnails, I think. So, as always, after 2 rounds, the objective will change its position, and we are going to see the mid-house objective. I do like this one. I've got to say, it's certainly one of my favorites for this map. It's just the chaos that comes on. You know, I like to call it organized chaos, though. You plan for that just chaotic push into mid-house, do what you can to get the kills. Then, you know, it works majority of the time. Just fast pushes straight through the back here, work your way around, go through the front, sit down, put the code in, boom. Danger, moving pause. So round number 3 coming at you right now. Countdown has just gone. SirenSnails attacking against the Legacy. Not seen a lot of pre-fire yet so far. I wonder if we're just holding that for the crucial moments.
I'm not pushing too hard, you'll see actually.
Seems like we're probably going to get a bit of a reserved SirenSnails push. Maybe try and get those picks as best you can, and then get in there when you can. Oh, what a nice nade! Only a down, but it's still always a good nade. Getting a lot of pre-fire here, not going to land though. SirenSnails are down a player already after this revive. 4 defenders just sat in the house. It's going to be a very, very tough push. You're going to need that support. You're up in a great position from the spawn house to be able to just watch for any approaches from the south. And then with 4 members inside the objective, it's going to be a tough one. As to say that, he will go down.
Nice,
Only down, though. Oh, wait, no. Did get completely killed. Apologies.
Directly to our left.
So that overarching loot now is gone. You were down to the defenders in the house. And that's going to be a tough approach on its own. Mal watching from a very good position. And the trade will come out, though. Now it just comes down to what side is able to hold their positions the longest. Snakebite trying to get some shots over onto E. Hansen. Not quite able to land them, though. Hopefully, SirenSnails have got some flashes left.
See. Look up. He's right there above you. One watching stairs, one out behind.
C4 did go off. I didn't catch where they actually went, though.
2, 3 up there.
Accurate count on the numbers inside, and like I say, that flash certainly going to be important. Just one flash definitely will take out Maverick and Sickness. Or at least one good nade. That is what we want. There's the first pick. Snakebite only down, doing a little bit of roly-poly. I love that physics. There's the flash.
Ooh, left side. There you go.
Could be good. Second one comes out. There's one down. SirenSnails working on this attack. Do get it. And fantastic final play there from just brilliant. So Snakebite is down. Both these sides flashed, holding that equipment for the just most crucial moment great play by SirenSnails to get that Marsot win, and things now just looked a little bit ropey for Legacy. Got to work to get that Marsot win. You cannot let SirenSnails coast by on these Vault wins now. We take a very quick look at the prediction. Let's see what you guys are thinking for how this is going to go. SirenSnails being the victors, and well, could be the case, you know, if it just goes down to those Vault rounds, like it's just hard trying to pull it back. But I believe in them. I know they can do it. We saw them taking a great downfall round there. Certainly much harder to get the Marsot rounds on there, so let's see how they decide to do that. Hopefully very shortly. Shout out, thank you very much for... I don't know why I say shout out before. It speaks to the chat, I don't know. But thank you all for staying by. I know seems like a couple of you are tired. Thank you for your well wishes on the cast. Hopefully doing well. Like I say, it's 3:30 in the morning for me now, and Nightfire is potentially out for a little bit, so I thought, why not pick up a NA cast? So apologies if I have been somewhat sleepy. Round number 4 is going to start in the next 2 seconds. One thing I do notice from these sides, Snakebite does spot Cammy moving around on lane 2, lane 3 even. Only down though, so he should be able to get the callouts eventually. Okay, and Blue trying to come in for the revive, get the picks. Would go down, does go down. Snakebite and Sickness finds a kill of his own also. And it's just getting hectic. SirenSnails opting to defend the objective from the outside. Have lost 3 now. E. Hansen being the only one on the objective. Allegory Corey providing that overarching look. He's in a very tough spot though. Cannot rotate in without getting shot. But if E. Hansen goes down and he can't rotate in quick enough, then the cap certainly will be on the table. Oh, brilliant shot from Mao, providing the backup the Snakebite certainly needed there as he was banged to rights. E. Hansen now the sole defender on this objective, and it's going to be a tough one. Attack is very slowly coming in here. We got one smoke on the outside. E. Hansen got to hide. Flash coming out and gets caught with a flash in the hand. Does get Snakebite at the end there, so technically I will count that as a refrag because being flashed is awful. Great attack by Legacy there to get that Marsot round back on the table. So we go back into Legacy potentially coasting by on these Vault rounds now. SirenSnails got to pull off another attack, and this objective certainly could change things up just a little bit. Both sides here, they're a cap away from victory of taking this map. So Legacy must hold up a defense closer to lane 1. Can't let SirenSnails get in with those smokes and smokes and pushes, because we have seen it already. You know, that very first Bazaar, they took the I think the third round in with a cap, less than 2 seconds also. So will certainly take some good defense from Legacy to stop that from happening again. So it does seem like we're going to have the 5th round come at you right now. I say, thing Legacy now need to watch out for is just that impending cap. Comes out, the game is over for them. Oh, well, it will be over for both, because we won't have another map, but SirenSnails will win.
Early smokes.
That's beautiful.
Was actually a very good throw. Oh, you know, someone plays baseball. Did land straight on the objective. Maverick, though, in a very good position. Okay, and Blue not going to be expecting. Runs straight past him. Maverick can't land the shots. Does get taken out by him. What was that? As Sickness goes down. Snakebite, the sole last defender on the objective here. The push is coming in. You're pretty far away. Snakebite going to be getting the callouts. And, oh, has gone down. Sickness also down. You're going to get these callouts. So much smoke. Okay, and Blue on the objective. And the cab comes out now. And he taps. Oh, my goodness. I warned you. You know, I was saying in the countdown, just watch for that. Okay, and Blue really opened that up. The cover that he got from his team certainly helped, and the smokes just fantastic. Sickness desperately getting the call-outs there whilst he's down on the ground, and Yorp just not able to react in time, unfortunately. And just like that, SirenSnails close out that 3rd map and take the series from Legacy. Now the question is, were you expecting that? You know, just mad. But what a game this has been. The back and forth, Legacy not giving up on downfall there. And we're way to the end there, fighting with everything that they could. So, well played to SirenSnails for getting that win though, and doing it in a great fashion. So, thank you all very much for this cast. It has been a wonderful time here in the NA. So, I will no doubt see you very shortly. My next cast personally will be on Sunday morning, where we have an Oceanic cast, 11 AM for me. I think about 6, 7 AM for the NA region. But yeah, we'll see OJC take on Invictus, which should be a pretty good game. If you've ever caught those guys playing, it's always interesting to see how they approach things. They've always got their own very different way of doing stuff. So thank you all again for watching. It's been a fantastic time, and I will see you all very shortly.